We always believe we're extraordinary, that the world could be wooed and moved, if only we found its fulcrum, hit the dead centre, and shifted our weight. But we end up exactly where we fear to tread, the black hole which draws dream and light to its tailspin denouement. Would a second chance, a retrial, ever change the outcome? I flinch as my coffin feeds the fire. So, this is cremation, the tail end of creation. But I can barely feel the heat as it eats its way through my skin. Afterwards there'll be coffee and tearing tales, gathered like so many starry eyes, so many sunset remembrances. There'll be time to eavesdrop on versions and revisions of stories. For now, I watch these flames mulling over flesh and wood, hungry and generous to a fault. It's been 2 minutes since my body broke down as my death broke through. On the eve of Christmas too. What ass luck. What ass timing. Timing has always been my problem. Never knew when to cut more slack or cut the thread. Born 30 years too late. Dead 30 years too soon. I guess you die the death you deserve, for nothing else will be as equal. That's my body, if you still haven't noticed it. Slumped over the wheel, cracked head over heels. Mortality brought to rest. Remember Newton's first law of motion? By a tree dressed as a Christmas tree. Can you beat it? I beat one light, only to be beaten by another. Reader, meet the late James. James, meet your reader, alive and smoking like a misfired gun. I was on my way to work. The Grateful Dead were playing on the radio like there was no tomorrow. I was recalling my life, wife, strife. They rhyme and somehow meet at the back of my mind. Shall I tell you the same old story in so many words? James, why can't you for once? Janny, why must you be so? James, are you listening to me? You're not the same person I married. Janny, get the hell out of my life. Yes, hell broke loose that day. And what remains of love are 3 quick flashcards staring back at me blankly. Glows, goes, ghost. What is marriage but a pair of handcuffs? They've all arrived. Relatively friends and friendly relatives, squirreled over years, decked out in various combinations of black, white and grey. It's not that the Christmas spirit has come too late, but that Ash Wednesday has sprung too early. Isn't that the colleague on whom I had a crush a while ago? How the makeup finds furrows on her face. What? Only 2 classmates from my college days? It won't be long for them too, for I can see a pair of dark wings hovering over them. And where are my golfing buddies? Surely a funeral can't take up that much of their time. Someone has turned the volume off. I can't hear the eulogy read by my good friend David, holding back between the lines. I can't hear the priest sending me off with his watery blessing of peace. I can't hear the howls of Janny and my mother hugged as one in grief. I can see you, Janny. I'm not dead yet. I'm driftwood between worlds. I didn't mean what I said. I was mean, but I didn't mean what I said. I remember what my father once told me. Be careful what you say, because when you're dead, not even God's lovely angels can retrieve it. That must have been when I was about 6 or 7, before his heart failed. I don't remember much of his wake or funeral the way my 4-year-old son would probably not remember mine. What mourners mistook for the lovely little boy meditating over his father's body, stiff and starched, was merely me. imagining fairies fluttering over it, trying to mine from his mouth the many tongue lashings he had unleashed on me. And so my words to Jenny would remain dead knots, twisted in her memories. There must have been a moment when I wished I could be undone like a child, vanish a week or two, and be the spectator of my divided life. Watch from the sidelines how the pieces fall into place, and the place falling to pieces. There must have been a Faustian moment when it was easy to relieve my hands of control, step on the gas, and wipe the tears away. Let it all spin out of control. Memories, names, places, hearts. Things that take more than blood to sign off and express. But here I am, awake now, and still not returning. A Macbeth-like ghost dream, walking the length and breadth of my days. This is where it has ended, and will continue to end. A man, or maybe a moth, smashed and humbled, at the foot of a lamppost, my own Christmas tree.